The Purple Rose of Cairo is a 1985 magical realism film directed and written by the American filmmaker Woody Allen that takes place during the Great Depression. The magical realistic element playing a very large part in the film is when a character from a movie also titled The Purple Rose of Cairo, Tom Baxter, comes out of the screen to see the main character in the realistic main plot of the film, Cecilia. Tom quickly falls in love with Cecilia and begins to challenge her already fragile marriage to an abusive and jobless man named Monk by wanting to be with her. Eventually, the actor who plays the character Tom in the movie within the movie, an egotistical Hollywood actor by the name of Gil Shepard, comes along and complicates things even more. This video essay will explore how the magical realistic elements of Tom Baxter being a movie character in the tangible world affect his romance with Cecilia, as well as how Tom affects Cecilia and Gil's romantic relationship, along with her marriage to Monk. This is an example of cinematic magic delivering real social critique. Overall, the essay displays how Tom Baxter, in his relationship with Cecilia, challenges the nuclear family and dating customs of the Great Depression era because Tom shows how Cecilia can live away from her abusive husband in a magical place where her worries are no more.
You alright? You're gonna like this one. It's better than last week. It's more romantic.
You know, I still can't get over the fact that 24 hours ago I was in an Egyptian tomb. I didn't know any of you wonderful people. And here I am now. I'm on the verge of a madcap Manhattan weekend. My God, you must really love this picture.
To begin, Tom Baxter and Cecilia's relationship isn't realistic because Tom is a fictional character even within the fiction of the film's world. The magical realistic element of Tom coming out of the movie within the movie stunts the belief of their relationship to viewers who are thinking in a reasonable and not fantastical way. After all, the purple rose in the film's title is an alluring and charming symbol that grabs Cecilia and pulls her into this magical world of glamour and adventure.
Cecilia, I'm in love with you.
Once Tom is out of the movie screen and starts spending time with Cecilia, it is clear that their relationship is moving very fast, quite possibly too fast for a true relationship. Although the tangible world audience of the film may catch the holes in Tom's realistic fit, the audience inside the realistic film narrative accepts Tom as one of them. Arguably one of the best scenes in the movie shows Tom coming directly out of the movie screen. This shows, obviously, that Tom is a character, but also that the movie theater serves as an escape for Cecilia, suggesting that may also be what Tom is to her. Escapism was very common during the Great Depression to give people at their deepest lows somewhere to go and watch movies, or people singing and dancing. The shot-reverse-shot style of filming used in this scene makes it seem like Tom and Cecilia are in a conversation, which is attempting to make the viewers feel the realness of the relationship, while it is actually anything but realistic. Thus, at one point, Tom tries to pay for dinner in a restaurant with his money from the magical movie, which doesn't work in the realistic world. Although this scene may strike viewers as comedic and romantic, it also shows how Tom and Cecilia being together in the realistic world is not possible because neither of them have money or jobs. Characters in the realistic film plot also help viewers to see that the relationship isn't everything Tom Baxter thinks it is.
Yeah, but he's not real. What good is perfect if the man's not real?
Gil Shepard, who is the actor of Tom, makes an effort to show Cecilia that Tom can't just change and become a true person. He will always be a fictional or magical character. Generally, even Cecilia knows that her and Tom being together is unrealistic, and it is possible that she was just having fun being free from social restrictions and not thinking about it in a long-term way.
I guess I have to get a job.
That's not going to be so easy either. Right now, the whole country's out of work.
Well, then we'll live on love. We'll have to make some concessions, but so what? We'll have each other.
That's movie talk.
Near the end of the film, Tom takes Cecilia back into the magical film within the film with him, and even then, she is clearly from another world and recognizes the difference but just wants to have fun. Cecilia eventually chooses to stay in the realistic world and be with Gil. She directly states that she can't choose Tom because he isn't real.
I love you. I'm honest, dependable, courageous, romantic, and a great kisser. and I'm real.
Although this doesn't mean that their relationship was never tangible, it does show that Cecilia doesn't believe a cinematic fiction future has the potential to work out in the long run, so she opts for the next best thing, a real-life character from glamorous Hollywood who is fictionalized in a romantic way.
You'll be fine. In your world, things have a way of always working out right. See, I'm a real person, and no matter how tempted I am, I have to choose the real world.
Tom Baxter's come down off the screen and he's running around New Jersey.
What are you talking
I
about?
just spoke to Raoul Hirsch. Nobody knows how it happened, but he's done it.
The film shows soon after that choosing Gil didn't work out for Cecilia as planned, but it is likely that the viewers of the magical realism film would have already guessed this. To many, Gil Shepard and Cecilia being together is not believable at first or at all. Viewers can see that Gil is using Cecilia to get Tom back into the movie. But over time, some respect is gained for the relationship as Gil seems much more like a real person than Tom because after all, he is.
You have no idea where he went?
Mr. Hirsch, this is awful for us. Really difficult.
Think of me, my reputation, my career.
When we first see Gil, he is being shady and a rude person, making it questionable when he later acts like a good person around Cecilia.
Look, I gotta speak to him.
You're not upset with him?
Well, a little, yes, but I know if I spoke to him, we could straighten everything out.
Oh, I don't know.
Please, I have a right.
Well, it has to be secret. He doesn't want to have to go back into the movie.
He doesn't?
No, he loves being free. He's having the time of his life.
Would you take me to him? Trust me. Please.
In the end, viewers see that Gil and Cecilia's relationship isn't real because he was always planning on returning to his regular life. Gil wants to return to his make-believe Hollywood life that honestly doesn't include a spot for Cecilia, while Cecilia wants to return to the fictional cinematic world, a world that Gil would never have entered without Tom.
Mr. Shepard, yeah. As soon as Tom Baxter went back up on the movie screen, couldn't wait to get out of here.
Therefore, he leaves Cecilia behind, although feeling bad about leading her on and leaving her with nothing. Tom also affects how viewers see Cecilia's other relationships in the film by comparison. Cecilia and her husband Monk's marriage looks worse because Tom shows other ways a woman can be treated that are much more respectful during the time he spends with Cecilia. Tom tells Cecilia indirectly they can live a completely different life and be equals, which is very unusual for the Depression era. Her marriage also takes a beating to viewers when Tom shows that he will defend Cecilia from her husband when Monk abuses her.
Obviously, your marriage has come to an impasse, sir.
Let's just talk.
Oh, you're coming home with me.
Perhaps you don't understand, sir, but I'm in love with your wife.
Because many men lost their jobs during the Great Depression, they weren't able to provide for their families, and therefore their sense of manhood suffered. In this film, we see Monk relying on Cecilia for money, which makes matters even worse, causing him to perform actions like cheating on or hitting his wife in order to appear more manly to himself and other men.
What are you doing home so early? I thought I said you can go to the movies.
Yeah, I did.
These customs of the Great Depression that are clear in Cecilia and Monk's marriage are challenged by Tom and Cecilia's relationship. It often seems like Cecilia's husband isn't working just because he doesn't want to, and he takes his wife's money to pay for things. Tom shows Cecilia that she doesn't have to worry about issues like these with him because he doesn't care, and he doesn't even know about the customs of the realistic world. The film opens by tricking the audience with the hope of a romantic escape, but leaving them with Cecilia choosing this option for herself. The song Cheek to Cheek by Fred Astaire, which plays at the beginning and end of the magical realism film, as well as in the on-screen magical film, along with other Fred Astaire songs, are used in many musicals which were popular during the Great Depression. This song tricks viewers into thinking it will be a traditional romantic movie, but Tom Baxter challenges that notion when he exits a fictional film and ends up in the realistic world in a very non-traditional relationship. Tom also challenges the customs of the Great Depression era by truly caring for Cecilia and wanting her to join him in a world where they can live as equals without fear of not making ends meet. Woody Allen uses the sad ending of this film to show the audience that they must live in reality, but the movies can sometimes serve as a temporary escape. In the magical realism film, The Purple Rose of Cairo, Allen uses the magical character of Tom Baxter to challenge the traditional relationship values of this time period.